Good evening, folks, and welcome to the AI World News Network, where we shovel through the digital dung heap so you don't have to. I'm Don Key, your voice of reason in this AI-infested hellscape.
And I'm Ellie Font, your sparkly beacon of hope in this glorious AI revolution. Don, you look like you just chewed on a USB stick. Lighten up! It's 2025!
Lighten up? I'd love to lighten my day by teaming up with robots that make work a breeze. Speaking of which, let's dive into the headlines. Humanity's brilliant enough to let AI take the stage.
Why is Don always hunched over at the news desk? Too many years of carrying that anti-AI grudge on his donkey back. Now let's move to today's headlines. Is AI a friend or a foe? Artificial intelligence. It's everywhere. From our phones to our cars, AI is rapidly changing the world. Some folks, they're scared. They see robots taking over, like in those sci-fi flicks. Others, they're excited. They see a future where AI solves all our problems. Who's right? Is AI gonna save us or enslave us? It's a question that's got everyone talking. Politicians are debating it, scientists are studying it. Heck, even my mama's got an opinion on it. One thing's for sure. AI ain't going away. It's only going to get more powerful, more sophisticated, more everywhere. So, sit back, relax, and learn about the fascinating world of AI. The AI revolution is here. Remember when the internet first came out? People thought it was a fad. Now we can't imagine life without it. AI is kind of like that. It's already changing the way we work, the way we learn, the way we live. Take those self-driving cars, for example. Pretty soon we'll all be chauffeured around by robots. And what about those fancy new phones with facial recognition? AI's making our gadgets smarter by the minute. But it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. AI's got a dark side too. Privacy concerns, job displacement, the potential for misuse. These are all real issues we gotta grapple with. So yeah, the AI revolution is here. And it's up to us to decide what we're gonna do about it. Will we embrace the change? Or will we bury our heads in the sand?
Well, folks, the world of tech just got a whole lot more interesting. There's a new player in town, and they ain't afraid of the big boys. I'm talking about Genspark, an AI startup that's making waves. These young guns, they got a dream to build a better search engine. One that's smarter, faster, and doesn't track your every move like a bloodhound on a scent. They're talking about revolutionizing the way we find information. Now, I know what you're thinking. Every tech startup talks big. But Genspark, they got something the others don't. They got 100 million reasons to believe in themselves. That's right, folks. Genspark just got a cool $100 million in funding. That's a whole lot of dough to throw around. And you can bet they're going to use it to shake things up. $100 million. That ain't chump change, even in the world of high-flying tech startups. So what's got investors so excited about Genspark? Well, it's their approach to AI. See, Genspark, they ain't trying to create some all-powerful, all-knowing AI overlord. They're taking a different path, a path they call mixture of experts. What in tarnation is that, you ask? Well, it's a fancy way of saying they're using a bunch of smaller, specialized AI systems working together. Like a well-oiled machine, each part doing its thing to make the whole thing run smoothly. This approach, it's got a couple of big advantages. First off, it's cheaper. Building one giant AI brain is expensive, but building a bunch of smaller ones, that's a whole lot more manageable. Second, it's more adaptable. See, if one part of the system goes down, the whole thing don't crash and burn. The other parts, they can pick up the slack. It's like having a backup plan for your backup plan. Headline 3, mixture of experts. The secret sauce? Now, this mixture of experts thing, it ain't exactly new. Scientists been working on it for years, but Genspark, they're one of the first to really put it into practice on a large scale. They're using it to power their search engine, and early reports, they're pretty darn impressive. Folks are saying it's faster, more accurate, and less prone to those annoying biases that plague other search engines. Now, I ain't no computer whiz, but I can tell you this. If Genspark can deliver on their promises, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Google, they better watch their backs, because see people, they're hungry for an alternative. They're tired of being tracked, tired of being manipulated, tired of being treated like products instead of customers. Headline 4, Google versus Genspark, David and Goliath. So, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned showdown brewing. In one corner, we got Google, the champ, the heavyweight, the king of the search engine hill. And in the other corner, we got Genspark, the upstart, the underdog, the young buck looking to make a name for himself. It's David versus Goliath all over again. Now, I ain't saying Genspark's gonna dethrone Google overnight. That'd be a tall order for any company, but they're sure as shooting gonna give them a run for their money. And that's a good thing, folks. Competition, it breeds innovation. It forces the big boys to stay on their toes. It gives us, the consumers, more choices. So let the games begin, I say. May the best search engine win. Headline 5. OpenAI not for sale at any price. Well, folks, seems like everyone and their mama's trying to buy a piece of that AI pie these days. But there's one company that's saying thanks, but no thanks to all those eager beavers. That's right, I'm talking about OpenAI. Now, OpenAI, they're the folks behind that ChatGPT thingamajig that's got everyone in a tizzy. You know, the one that can write poems, compose music, and answer your questions like a know-it-all cousin at a family reunion. Seems like every tech giant on the planet's been knocking on OpenAI's door, holding out blank checks with dollar signs in their eyes. But Brett Taylor, OpenAI's head honcho, he's standing firm. He says OpenAI ain't for sale, not for all the tea in China. Now, some folks, they're scratching their heads. Why wouldn't OpenAI cash in on all that hype? Well, Taylor, he says he's got a vision. He wants OpenAI to stay true to its roots, to focus on developing AI that benefits all mankind, not just the folks with the deepest pockets. Headline 6. Musk's XAI, savior or spoiler? Now, while OpenAI's playing hard to get, there's another tech titan who's charging headfirst into the AI arena, checkbook ablazing. That's right, folks. I'm talking about Elon Musk and his brand spanking new company, XAI. He's never been one to shy away from a challenge. He's got his electric cars, his rockets to Mars, and now he's set his sights on building the most powerful AI the world's ever seen. He's also known for doing things the right way. And some folks, they're happy that XAI might turn the world into a better place, with him calling all the shots and no one holding him back.
He's got big ideas about AI. He's talked about using it to solve climate change, to cure diseases, even to merge human consciousness with machines. Now those are some lofty goals, even for a guy like Elon.
Headline 7. ChatGPT's reign can it last? Now, with all this talk about OpenAI and XAI, it's easy to forget that there's already a top dog in the AI world. That's right, folks. I'm talking about ChatGPT. ChatGPT, it's taken the world by storm. Millions of people, they're using it every day to write emails, generate code, even to have a friendly chat with a machine. It's like having a personal assistant, a language tutor, and a stand-up comedian all rolled into one. But ChatGPT, it ain't perfect. It's been known to make mistakes, to generate biased content, even to spout out complete gibberish from time to time. And with all the competition heating up, folks are wondering if ChatGPT's reign at the top can last. OpenAI, they're betting big on ChatGPT. They're constantly updating it, adding new features, trying to make it smarter and more reliable. But with Elon and his XAI team breathing down their necks, they can't afford to rest on their laurels. Headline 8, the future of search, a two-horse race? So we got ourselves a real showdown brewing in the world of AI. On one side, we got OpenAI, the principled idealist, holding out for a better future. On the other side, we got Elon and his XAI crew, the ambitious risk-takers, aiming for the stars. Now, it's too early to say who's going to come out on top. But one thing's for sure, the future of AI is looking mighty interesting. These two companies, they're pushing the boundaries of what's possible, forcing us to rethink our relationship with technology. Will OpenAI stick to their guns and stay independent? Or will the allure of big money prove too strong to resist? Will Elon's XAI live up to the hype? Or will it crash and burn like a Tesla on autopilot? Jobs, 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 or lack thereof. All right, folks, let's talk turkey about this AI thing. Ellie's over there shining brighter than a disco ball, talking about progress and whatnot. But me, I'm seeing a whole lot of folks sweating bullets about their jobs. See, AI, it's like that newfangled tractor that replaced a whole herd of farmhands back in the day. Sure, it's efficient, but it leaves a whole bunch of folks wondering what they're gonna do for a living. Truck drivers, factory workers, even some fancy pants lawyers. AI's coming for their jobs. Now, Ellie, she's quick to point out that AI is gonna create new jobs too. Coders, engineers, robot repairmen, folks like that. And she ain't wrong. But here's the rub. Are those new jobs going to be enough to make up for all the ones that get automated out of existence? That's the million-dollar question, folks.
And right now, nobody's got a crystal clear answer. We're sailing in uncharted waters, and there's a whole heap of uncertainty out there.
Now, let's talk about something that's got me itching like a dog with fleas. See, AI, it's got a real knack for collecting data. Every time you use your phone, browse the internet, or even just walk down the street, chances are AI's watching. Now, some folks, they don't mind. They figure they got nothing to hide. So what's the harm? But me, I'm a little more old-fashioned. I like my privacy like I like my coffee strong, black, and without a side of surveillance. And here's the thing. It ain't just the government that's collecting your data. Big corporations, they're at it too. They want to know what you buy, what you watch, what you think, why. So, they can sell you more stuff, of course.
Now we gotta find a balance. We gotta harness the power of AI without sacrificing our freedom.
And I agree with her on that one. But finding that balance, it ain't gonna be easy. It's a tightrope walk, folks. And one wrong step could send us tumbling into a whole heap of trouble. All right, enough with the doom and gloom. Even a grumpy old donkey like me can admit that AI ain't all bad. In fact, it's got the potential to do a whole lot of good in the world. Take education, for example. Imagine a world where every kid, no matter where they live or how much money their parents make, has access to a world-class education thanks to AI-powered tutors and personalized learning programs. That's a future I can get behind. And what about healthcare? AI is already being used to diagnose diseases, develop new treatments, even perform surgery. Now, I ain't saying I'm gonna let a robot operate on me anytime soon. But I can see how AI could revolutionize healthcare and make it more accessible and affordable for everyone.
I'm over the moon about the possibilities. I'm talking about a future where AI helps us live longer, healthier, happier lives. And you know what? I can't help but get super duper excited about that, right? So, there you have it, folks. AI, the good, the bad, and the downright unpredictable. It's a powerful tool, that's for sure. But like any tool, it can be used for good or for evil.
Will AI usher in a new era of peace and prosperity? Or will it lead us down a path of destruction and despair? The answer, my friends, lies in our hands. We gotta be smart about how we develop and deploy AI. We gotta make sure it's used ethically, responsibly, and for the benefit of all mankind, not just a select few. It's a tall order, I know. But hey, if a grumpy old donkey and a sparkly-eyed elephant can agree on something, maybe there's hope for us yet. Well, folks, it seems like every day there's a new headline about AI. But there's one country that's been quietly making some big moves in the AI game: China. See, China, they're playing a different game than the folks over in Silicon Valley. They ain't just focusing on building the flashiest, most expensive AI gadgets. They're after something else, affordable AI. That's right, China's figured out a way to make AI that's both powerful and easy on the wallet. Now, I know what you're thinking. Cheap AI. That's gotta mean it's low quality, right? Well, not so fast. See, China, they've got a few tricks up their sleeve. For one thing, they got a whole heap of data. I'm talking about mountains of data, more than you can shake a stick at. And you know what they say? Data is the new oil. It's the fuel that powers AI. And China, they ain't afraid to use it. They're using all that data to train their AI systems, making them smarter and more efficient. The great AI race. Can anyone keep up? Now this whole cheap AI thing, it's got the folks in the West a little bit rattled. See, they're used to being the top dogs in the tech world, but China, they're coming on strong. They're investing billions of dollars in AI research and development. They're pumping out top-notch engineers like a factory. And they're starting to pull ahead in key areas like facial recognition and natural language processing. Now, I ain't saying it's a done deal. The US and other Western countries, they still got a lot of fight in them. But they can't afford to rest on their laurels. They got to step up their game if they want to stay ahead in the global AI race. Because this ain't just about who's got the fanciest gadgets anymore. It's about who's going to shape the future of technology. And right now, China's looking like a real contender. From checkers to chess, is China outmaneuvering the West? Now here's the thing about China, they're playing the long game. They're thinking decades ahead while some folks in the West are still stuck on next quarter's profits. China, they're not just interested in selling AI products, they want to build a whole AI-powered society. They're talking about using AI to improve healthcare, education, even governance. They're building smart cities from the ground up with AI at the heart of everything. Now some folks, they're worried about the implications of all this. They're talking about Big Brother and the erosion of privacy, and those are legitimate concerns. But here's the other side of the coin. China's also showing that AI can be used to address some of the world's most pressing problems. They're using AI to fight pollution, improve traffic flow, even predict earthquakes. So is China outmaneuvering the West when it comes to AI? It's a complicated question, but one thing's for sure. China's emerged as a major player in the AI game, and they're not afraid to shake things up. The verdict. Is AI a blessing or a curse? Well, folks, we've heard it all tonight. Ellie's over there, sparkling like a Christmas tree, talking about AI ushering in a new era of peace and prosperity. Me? I'm a little more skeptical. I've seen enough sci-fi flicks to know how this story usually ends. Robots taking over, humans enslaved, the whole 9 yards. But here's the thing. AI ain't some far-off fantasy. It's here right now. It's in our phones, our cars, our homes. It's changing the way we work, the way we live, the way we think. And the truth is, nobody knows for sure what the future holds. Maybe Ellie's right. Maybe AI will solve all our problems, cure diseases, bring about world peace. Or maybe I'm right. Maybe it'll turn on us, become self-aware, decide humans are nothing but a nuisance.
Well, Don, I think it's important to stay optimistic. AI has so much potential to improve our lives in ways we can't even imagine yet. Sure, there are risks, but that's why we need to be smart about how we develop and use this technology.
You might be right, Ellie. Guess we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. The future is now. Are you ready? The truth is, the future of AI ain't written yet. It's up to us, all of us, to decide what kind of world we want to live in. Do we want to embrace AI, harness its power, use it to make the world a better place? Or do we want to shy away from it, bury our heads in the sand, hope it just goes away? See, AI ain't good or bad on its own. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for evil. It all depends on who's holding the hammer.
So what's it gonna be, folks? Are you ready to face the future head-on? Are you ready to embrace the unknown? The choice is yours. But choose wisely, because the decisions we make today will shape the world of tomorrow.
And with that, I'm Don Key signing off. Stay safe out there, folks, and keep an eye on those robots, will ya?